Ready to unlock the cloud without the jargon? Welcome to Master Azure App Service in 30 minutes. We're stripping away the complexity to show you how Microsoft's premier hosting tool actually works. We'll move fast, starting with the foundation of service plans, then jumping straight into building and deploying your first app. You'll learn to use Autoscale to save money, implement layered security to keep hackers out, and use deployment slots for updates with zero downtime. Whether you're a beginner or a pro, this course is built for maximum impact with minimal overhead. Don't just manage the cloud, master it. Watch the full course now. Transitioning to the cloud doesn't have to feel like learning a foreign language. Think of the cloud spectrum as a ladder of simplicity. You move from renting a virtual computer in IaaS to focusing solely on your code in PaaS to simply using software in SaaS. Azure App Service lives in that sweet spot called Platform as a Service. In the traditional world, you had to manage the racks, the cooling, and the cables yourself. In Azure, you choose exactly how much responsibility you want to take on. To visualize how it works, look at the car and garage analogy. Your app service plan is the garage and the engine. It provides the physical power like CPU and memory that you pay for. Your app services are the cars parked inside. A single powerful engine can efficiently run multiple apps, saving you money while keeping your digital wheels turning. It's cloud hosting, simplified. Here is the non-techie guide to launching your first web app in 2 simple steps. First, create the plan. This is your groundwork. You'll make 3 quick decisions. Pick your operating system, choose a region for your server, and select your horsepower, starting with the free tier for learning or standard for professional features. Second, launch the app. Now that your environment is ready, just bring in your code. Whether you upload files directly or use a prepackaged Docker container, Azure handles all major languages like Python, .NET, and Node.js. That's it. Your site is live instantly at your own unique URL. In the old days of tech, a surge in website traffic was a nightmare. It usually meant your server would crash and burn. But in Azure, you have the superpower of scaling to keep your site alive and well. There are 2 main ways to grow. First, there's vertical scaling, or scaling up. Think of this as swapping out a weak 4-cylinder engine for a powerful V8. You move to a higher tier to get more RAM and CPU instantly. Then, there's horizontal scaling, or scaling out. Instead of one big engine, you're adding more cars to the convoy. You tell Azure to run multiple copies of your app to share the load. The best part? You don't have to do this manually. With the set it and forget it method called Autoscale, you set the rules. If your CPU usage hits 70%, Azure automatically adds a new instance. When the crowd leaves and traffic drops, it scales in to remove those extra copies. You only pay for what you actually use, keeping your budget as healthy as your website. Welcome to the non-techie guide to securing your Azure apps. In the cloud, security is a series of powerful layers that harden your application. First, identity and access. Use authentication to lock your site to specific users. Better yet, use managed identity so your app can talk to databases without you ever writing a password in your code. Next, network hardening. Always turn on HTTPS only for full encryption. Use access restrictions to create a VIP list of IP addresses. And for ultimate security, use private endpoints. This pulls your app off the public internet, giving it a private IP accessible only from your internal network. Stop leaving your apps exposed, harden every layer for the ultimate security. Keeping your app healthy is where the real work happens. This non-techie guide covers your 2 primary safety nets, backups and slots. First, point-in-time backups. Think of your storage account as a secure safe. If a file is deleted or a database is corrupted, don't panic. Just hit restore, and Azure rolls the entire app back to its last healthy state. Next, use deployment slots as a safety net for updates. Instead of changing your live site, you create a stage mirror. Upload your new code, test it thoroughly, and hit swap. Stage becomes production instantly. If there's a bug, just swap back to the original version. This ensures zero downtime and total peace of mind. We've officially completed the non-techie guide to Azure App Service. We began with the foundation, learning that the plan is the engine that powers your apps. We then built your web app in 2 simple steps, choosing our horsepower and watching our sites go live instantly. We unlocked the superpower of scaling, using Autoscale to handle traffic surges while saving money. Finally, we mastered advanced management with backups to protect our data and deployment slots to ensure every update happens with zero downtime. By mastering these pillars, you've moved from cloud beginner to confident administrator. You're now ready to simplify the complex and run professional, enterprise-grade applications.